Black Heroes Club presents Black Tape Archives, Episode 1, Time Loop. Rain fell softly over Albuquerque, the kind that painted the streets black and made neon lights bleed into puddles. Downtown looked half asleep tonight. Jazz music drifted from a bar somewhere down Central Avenue. A train horn echoed in the distance. And above the city, the moon hid behind heavy clouds like it didn't want to see what was going to happen tonight. Sir Christian sat inside his car beneath a flickering street lamp. The night smelled like wet concrete, old smoke, and cold coffee. One hand rested on the steering wheel, the other hand on an old gold pocket watch. The watch had belonged to his grandfather, a firefighter, a hard man with tired eyes and ash in his lungs. When Sir Christian was a boy, the old man used to sit on the porch late at night and stare at the stars, like he was searching for answers hidden inside them. Sometimes he would say strange things that didn't quite make sense back then. Like, "Time don't move the same for everyone, grandson." Young Christian used to laugh when he heard that, thought the old man was crazy. But now, he wasn't so sure anymore. Because strange things had followed Sir Christian his entire life. Moments that repeated themselves like scratches on a vinyl record. Dreams that came true days later. Conversations he'd sworn he'd already heard before. And tonight, that feeling was back. That heavy feeling in his chest, like the world had slipped 1 inch out of place. The radio crackled suddenly. Static danced through the speaker. Then dispatch came through.
Unit 12, possible disturbance. Female caller, requesting help.
The voice faded beneath the static.
Caller claims someone is watching her from inside the walls.
Sir Christian grabbed the radio. Location. More static. Then,
3rd floor, room 306.
the transmission died immediately after. Outside, the street lamp flickered. On, off, on, off. Like the night itself was blinking. Sir Christian stepped out into the rain. His trench coat swayed behind him as he crossed the empty sidewalk. The city felt too quiet. There was no traffic. There was no people. It was like there was no movement at all. Just slow rain. And somewhere nearby, the soft ticking of clocks. At first he thought it was the watch in his hands. But the sound was everywhere now. Inside alleyways, behind windows, beneath the streets, like the entire city was counting down towards something terrible. Sir Christian reached the old apartment building. The sign buzzed overhead. Half the letters were burnt out. And a woman stood in the 3rd floor window, shaking, watching him. Lightning flashed across the sky, and for 1 second she disappeared. Sir Christian frowned. Then he entered the building. The elevator was broken, so he took the stairs. Each step groaned beneath his boots. 2nd floor, 3rd floor. The hallway lights hummed softly above him. Room 306 sat at the end of the corridor. Door cracked open slightly. Rain tapped against the windows behind him. Sir Christian slowly pushed the door open. The apartment smelled like dust and old perfume. A record player turned slowly in the corner. Jazz whispered softly through the room, but there was no woman, no movement, no sound except tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Photographs covered the walls. Women from different years, different hairstyles, different decades, but every single one of them looked afraid. Some even looked like they were crying. Some stared directly into the camera like they knew something terrible was coming. And written beneath every photo was the same number, the same time, 2:13 a.m. Sir Christian stepped closer, his breathing slowed, because some of the dates under the photograph stretched back for years. Yet the women never seemed to age, like time had stopped the moment they were taken. The jazz music started to slow down, warped. The record player dragged deeper and deeper, like reality itself was beginning to melt. And then a voice spoke softly from somewhere inside the apartment. Not loud, not angry. Calm. Patient. Like someone studying an insect trapped inside a jar. Lonely people are easier to keep. Sir Christian turned quickly. The hallway behind him looked darker now. Longer somehow. The shadows stretched farther than they should. And then he saw something he couldn't explain. A tall figure standing motionless near the back hallway, its face hidden beneath darkness. Only the faint glow of silver watch hands floating where its eyes should have been. Ticking, watching, waiting. Tick-tock. The figure tilted its head slowly, like it recognized him. Sir Christian reached for his flashlight. The lights exploded. Darkness swallowed the apartment. Then came the voice. Women crying, whispering, begging. Not from the room, from inside the walls, like ghosts trapped between seconds. Sir Christian stumbled backward. The gold pocket watch in his hand suddenly felt ice cold. Then, silence. The lights returned. The apartment was empty. No photos, no record player, no figure. Only dust floating through pale moonlight, like nobody had lived there for years. Sir Christian stood frozen in the middle of the room, breathing hard. Rain falling softly outside once more. Then his radio crackled again.
Unit 12, possible disturbance. Female caller requesting help.
Sir Christian slowly looked down at his watch. The hands pointed to 2:13 a.m. Again. The same minute, the same night, repeating itself like a broken memory. Then from somewhere deep inside the walls, a whisper drifted slowly through the building. Some people disappear. Some people get forgotten. But time remembers everyone. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. And somewhere in the city, a woman screamed again.